Well, the Neo Bloodbath is still ongoing. The market currently is underway with the move to the downside. You guys can see it right here on our chart. Now, against our price prediction, yes, the market initially went up, but maybe it's now time for this price prediction to play out the way that we expected it when we did our last video back there on the beginning of March the 3rd, 2025. Welcome everyone to the channel. This is what we do. We do price prediction without the confusion. Let's see what's about to happen in the market for Neo. Now, before I get started, hit that like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you tap that bell notification as well, because I want to make sure you are notified whenever my videos are dropped on this platform. So let's break this down real quick. Yes, Neo is still weak. Hopefully you took the opportunity while this stock ran bullish around the beginning of March to take some off the table. One thing that we did not get correct on this price prediction was our extension of where we would expect our stop loss to be, right? Those buyers in the market in Neo ultimately was able to successfully break away and get rid of the sellers within that sell pocket, which was good. It's cool. We also had another pocket though, right? We created this pocket right here under the presumption that sellers would negate the buyers from pushing price above that area. And that has been the outcome. Look at that. Those buyers couldn't do it. So this sell pocket currently is still valid, still strong. Okay. So let's get rid of this price prediction. This one did not play out in our favor. However, it doesn't mean that the stock in Neo is bullish. The market is still weak. And given the earnings, you guys can see right there, doesn't look too good. Estimate was them to report a negative 30 cents earnings per share. They actually did 43 negative, under. Also kind of shy on the revenue. People were expecting the market to drop $2.78 billion. They only reported 2.7, $79.28 million short. Now, that's why in pre-market, Neo is trading around 450. Okay. Let's look at the market though on the 2. Because I think somebody knew way before today, when these earnings were released, that it was going to be great, because just yesterday Neo was down almost 9%. So somebody knew something. Like, we have to be crazy not to think that these people who are on Wall Street, these people who have connections with these CEOs and other people on the boards, that they don't talk. Yes, they talk. Somebody went ahead and said, look, I'm out. I know the earnings is not going to be great. I got a glimpse. Somebody told me that the market was not going to like what Neos was going to drop on its earnings. So they sold yesterday. That's why the market was down 9%. And now it's going lower because they had a heads up. They do this all the time. So the thing that would have gave us the heads up though, since we're not in these board meetings, since we don't have an inside connect to tell us what the earnings is going to be, our earliest idea occurred when Neo got stuck right here at this sell pocket. That was our earliest presumption that we said, hey, hold up, something's not right. Somebody knows something. Earnings is about to come up. The market got rejected on that sell pocket. So now obviously we need to be a seller. And that would have made you be ahead of even the insiders. Even the people who sold yesterday, you were ahead of them if you saw that as a signal to come through and sell the stock. Let's look at Neo on the 2 real quick. This 2-day price bar right here also gave you a heads up. Right there. A weakness bar right next to a sell pocket. Here it is on the 3. We have a couple more hours left on the current 3-day price bar, and it is still weak. The biggest thing if you're a buyer in Neo is that you do not want to see this stock break this pocket of buying to the downside. You definitely don't want to see that. But we may be on our way there to test those buyers yet again. Here it is on the 4. Take a look at Neo on the 5. Again, I'm not bullish. I'm still looking for the stock to go down. The 5, which is now finished and printed, we saw the price close on the very bottom of the 5-day bar. Pretty much where the low came in on the prior 5 days. Here it is on the week. just weakness all around in Neo. Here it is on the 2. Take a look at Neo on the 3 and the 5. Okay, so we still have these very important buy pockets right here in Neo. This first one around 4, the second one around $3.70, 3.60. But the biggest one that the market hasn't even tested yet in a while, since 2020, is around $2. It looks like the market price action in Neo wants to test that $2 top pocket though. I'm just gonna keep it real. This is a very ugly stock. This is a stock that you don't hold for the long term because nobody else is trying to hold on to it. When you just visually look at the stock, people are selling it on every opportunity that price goes up. You want to flip this chart upside down to make it look bullish. Here is the Neo on the 5 hour real quick. So you guys can see earnings release. Market didn't like it. So we're still going to expect lower prices there. Here's Neo on the 1 hour. Neo on 3:30. That's it. Let's go ahead and look for price to go down. All right, we got the sell pocket up there at the top, and our target is going to be all the way back down. Let me see. Let me see if we can drop a higher pocket of buying first. Okay, so I'll place one there. So our first target would be here, $4.25 on the low of this buy pocket, 10.4% there from the close of yesterday. Our next target will be at this second buy pocket, which is around $4 and a nickel at the high, and at the low of the pocket is around $4, 14.86% there. I am very hesitant in dropping a third target all the way at 370. Should we do it? Nah. I want to see if these buyers are going to hold these 2 pockets first. All right, I'm done. Let me know what you think. Make sure you maintain profit. And as always, trade different.